Or is it the whole map? So it's the hardest.
And it's the hardest, actually. Yeah, that's the one. Got you, Kobe.
All right, round 2, we got this.
All right, I think the bans are going to say the same. I predict a Yasuo ban and a Rengar. Got him! That's what Nien meant to do. Lulu top for Nien here.
Lulu, pretty much just like Nautilus.
Similar. Both junglers. Watch the spotlight, it's true.
It is a good top laner here, though. So 2 bans focus at Nien, and Nien picks up pretty much the next best thing here. I think this is actually a really good start for this CLG sub squad in the picks ban so far.
Yeah.
Because they do get a pretty big bully up there.
In the end, if he can beat up InnoX, that'll be a good thing for the team. Evil Geniuses lock in Tristana, probably for Altec here. But we will see as Elise comes through for Helios. ThinkCard actually is a big Lee Sin player, but they banned it themselves.
That Tristana is a bit scary. I mean, the Kog'Maw is definitely up there for Chaox if he wants it. But the early lock-in of Tristana, no fear here.
To me, Chaox is still going to be Corki or Twitch, I think.
In that case, CLG would have to tailor the rest of their team around pushing hard mid-game.
Oh.
But they do not really. Mundo definitely takes a bit of time to scale, especially if he comes from the jump. Well,
no.
Shiza,
Lulu
that is
or
a support Lulu.
You don't think it's HotShot?
Is what that might mean. That's true. It could be HotShot.
We still got to see him, and we've seen.
All right, fine. It is hot.
I mean, as far as CLG is concerned, Afromu's played some support Lulu here. CLG, as a team, must be used to this pick.
Because they've seen the other CLG play it?
Yes, that's how it works.
Stream, saw it on stream. We're comfortable with it.
Confirmed. It's the roster here.
There's the Wonder Twins.
Mm-hmm. Shyvana the Hover, of course. Think back to the old days of top lane. I mean, Nien versus InnoX, Mundo versus Shyvana. That's just like last split repeating itself, basically.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll see how Nien does handle that Mundo versus Shyvana matchup. Because after Shyvana's nerfs, took her down a little bit, so Mundo can hold his own occasionally, but it's not even going to be a Shyvana. It is that Maokai once again. So popular right now. And we will have this matchup of the 2 tankiest tanks in the league. Top 2 mega tanks here.
All right, guys, we will watch them when they get into team fights. Otherwise, we'll just see the CS numbers tick up. The Braum does compete for Krepo. Might just be wrong about KX champion pool. Kog'Maw does come through, so never mind.
Yep, you're back down to 0 points for you.
Yep.
You got the Yasuo ban, but...
and the Rengar ban, don't worry, I got 2.
Oh, okay, there you go. You got
there
bonus.
you go.
And anyways, though, we saw this Morgana Kog'Maw lane do an incredible amount of work in the last game. We'll see if Chaox and Baby can bring the same sort of pressure. As we said, Sneaky and Lemon have been playing together for years. Chaox and Baby have been playing together for 2 days.
Yeah, it's a small amount of time, but hopefully they can get this energy going. Sometimes it's a natural. Sometimes it just works out the very first time around.
Well, They do have Evelyn on their team, and last time, ThinkCard, he had a successful first gank for First Blood onto Cutie Pie. So
and Stigmatize.
If a binding lands, you know, Baby has shown accuracy with his skill shots. CLG here have a very nice late game. Like they can actually go toe to toe, even though it's a Tristana with Ziggs and Maokai. You know, Kog'Maw and Mundo are nothing to scoff at in the late game.
Yeah.
So they can hold their own.
It's the interesting thing where both teams have champions they'd really like. CLG, I think, on fairly comfortable champions. They have really good lanes as well. But this is a comp EG would love to have almost every single game. I think everyone on one of their top 2 champions in the role. We'll see what happens with that. Going to take a look now at the voting on lolesports.com. And right now, of course, 71% of you think that Chaox and crew will take the win.
But if you change your mind, you can send your vote to at LO Esports and use the hashtag either CLGWin or EGWin. So let's take a look at what they do have in store.
Smiles.
ThinkCard is much happier now that he has Evelyn rather than Nautilus. He's a fan of the invisibility.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking to HotShot, and they were like, oh, you know, how do we decide what to ban? And they were just like, just ban champions that we don't like. And HotShot's first answer was Evelyn, because I don't like stealth.
Yeah.
They did ban it, though. They got it for ThinkCard, so it's a big champion for them.
Right, yeah. So they got that one stolen away. Also, it was like, well, what about Twitch? You remove that one on top of that. Chaox just grabs it last game, deny it. It was a denial pick there. But CLG, though, they're facing against, honestly, pretty top-tier picks for EG. EG have a comp they want.
And it's a scary-looking EG right now. They performed really well against Cloud9 in that game.
Yeah, they did. EG looking for the playoff dream here. They need to win every single game now. And today is no different. Counterlogic Gaming load onto the Rift. And here we go.
All
Nien,
right.
HotShot. Familiar faces, the rest not so much in CLG jerseys.
CLG, can they do it? They have had a day to work together now.
Welcome
So
to
we'll
Summoner's
see
Rift.
what the plan is coming in on day 2. To be fair, yesterday they had a lot more success than pretty much anyone thought that they would have.
True.
In large part due to Nien.
Yeah.
And Mundo, if he gets an early lead, can definitely be a big menace.
Well, the aggressive wards start coming down. Evil Geniuses do get a ward on the opposing red buff. ThinkCard does the same.
InnoX gets pretty deep there. Doesn't drop his ward off at the buff, though.
Uh-oh.
And Nien already striking once again. Oh!
It's kind of funny. You're throwing notes of paper into a tree.
That's just insulting, right?
Yeah. Here's all your dead relatives.
Watch what happens when he throws a sapling back at him.
It refreshes Nien's ammo.
Then we're just getting weird. All right, Nien is going to help out ThinkCard with this blue buff start. So both junglers on blue buff starts. That means there possibly could be more pressure on Nien early with Elise heading up there. Helios almost always goes for a 3-minute double buff gank. He is a very, very aggressive early jungler. We'll see if he targets it at HotShot or if he decides to target Nien early on.
The thing is, they're going to be on opposite sides of the map, too, so ThinkCard won't be there to counter gank.
Oh, he's heading up. He could go for a kill onto this Elise. The Evelyn sneaky second buff. Well, I guess we could just call it a sneak attack, but it's a pretty shady move. Oh, he's just going to steal it. So he's rushing over there.
Helios went and grabbed his
Not
own
looking
wolf
for
camp.
the kill, but he gets it in time. ThinkCard with the risk, and it pays off.
Absolutely, it does. Doesn't even have to smite, but he does for good measure.
Well,
Helios says, right. Well, it was down to like 10 health though, and he's like, yeah, I'll just smite it, make sure. And
Successful steal.
yeah, absolutely perfect. And of course, he could make his way back to his side of the map, but Helios looking top lane.
Yeah, even without the second buff here, Helios, he's angry. He wants to make someone pay for this steal. Very good game sense by Nien, by the way. Stolen red buff, immediately goes to ward down there to make sure this Elise doesn't come back and answer. Let's see what ThinkCard can do with this, because ThinkCard has managed to secure a 3-buff start, a rarity in the North American LCS, pulled off by the CLG sub-squad. It's a pretty early move from CLG, worked out well for them. However, they're still down in CS, so the global gold not going their favor.
Not just yet, but ThinkCard still is going to be powerful in his own right. Closer and closer to level 4. HotShotGG's Lulu against Pobelter's Ziggs right now on a small deficit, but not much. ThinkCard looking mid.
Now, Pobelter does have 2 defensive wards. HotShot kind of gives it away here, I think.
Couple of slows, but the sound shard is already burned, so Pobelter taking a whole bunch of damage, pops his heal, and jumps away. Helios back to top lane. Nien lands a slow, but he's been rooted in place. Flashes the cocoon. He will stay safe, takes some damage.
Great flash. We went over already how good Maokai is about setting up ganks. And Nien barely able to escape there. Well done by him, but he's going to need some extra ward coverage because a repeat visit by Elise would be very, very, very scary for him.
Oh. ThinkCard.
More success in the bottom lane.
Slow into Altec.
Altec probably giving it, or Chaox probably giving away the fact that there is a jungler here going that aggressive. Everybody holding their breath.
If Eve recalls, she shows herself to that ward. So she's just wasting time right now. EG not playing aggressively enough to get ganked, and looks like these guys will stay safe. And Evelyn back into the jungle, has plenty of money to buy a Spirit Stone if she wanted it, but not yet.
But not very big of a health pool. So this is not a, I'm going to go get doubles and then come back to try and gank again. This is a definite recall. Needs to go purchase. And we'll see, because I'm looking for some deeper wards here from both teams, actually. One of the best parts about Eve is that as Eve, you can bypass all of your enemies' wards and get your own deep wards down. Meanwhile, Helios is going to try his best to keep track of ThinkCard.
Look at ThinkCard's opening buy, though. It's pretty...
Ooh, yeah.
To be honest, pretty solo queuey. Longsword, no wards. Just going to farm up and do some damage, but... Meanwhile, Helios, double wards. Wants the vision for his team. You're seeing different styles here, but if the vision doesn't pay off, then who cares? And right now, the bot lane honestly holding pretty equal there. Chaox and Baby doing just fine.
Look at this ThinkCard, though. He's going for a wraparound gank. One of the ganks that's pretty much an Evelyn special here. If your opponent is pushed up, she is pretty much the only champion who can get in there. Does get a level up as soon as he hits level 5.
Moving on towards InnoX, who does not have a lot of places to go, does not have flash. Big damage comes through, another cleaver in, but here comes Helios. Gets the cocoon onto ThinkCard, but they take it out of first blood. ThinkCard on the run away, and Helios connects
he's in trouble!
Nien hits 6. He chases Helios down. He wants the double kill, and he picks it up. 2 kills for CLG to start out the game.
What a beast! Once again, CLG subs come up with first blood, and Nien gets that early start he wanted. He's making a great case for himself. MVP of the sub squad. InnoX!
Flash Q comes in, auto tags down, but the binding keeps Altec away.
Chaox, the other X.
Yep. Whew. It's two ox in this game. 2 oxen, rather.
All right, so well, I guess we want to take another look at that beautiful wraparound gank from ThinkCard. Into the bushes, InnoX unawares, and there's no way you can get away from Mundo. One of the reasons why he was often picked against Kale. He gets level 6 off this kill, or the minion that dies right there. Cannon minion goes down, level 6, he turns on the afterburners and makes Helios pay for coming to gank his lane.
Man, beautiful stuff there. So that is a very emphatic lead in the top lane now for Counterlogic Gaming. 800 gold puts them up here. They looked decent against Dignitas. They got a bunch of kills for themselves.
They did get first blood last time too. This one is even more convincing though. This is a much bigger start for them because they're getting it onto Mundo. And Mundo, he creates so much dragon control if he gets ahead early. He can not only win his lane and force a discrepancy in teleport cooldowns, but if he goes to the dragon, he can not only tank it, but he can take it down with his percentage health cleavers as well.
Whoa, Pobelter ulti and a HotShot forces the wild growth out. HotShot backs away, but Pobelter definitely trying to bully this lane out.
Yeah, and he has eked out a bit of a CS lead here against HotShot as well. Forces him back, so the CS lead will increase a little bit. It's not gotten out of hand yet. Helios doing a good job controlling that vision around mid lane as well, which is going to help Pobelter in his efforts to bully HotShot. Yeah, post level 6.
And the builds keep differentiating a little bit though. Extra longsword boots for ThinkCard versus Helios still playing the vision game. They're just bringing different styles to the game. Of course, the combat sense of ThinkCard did get him that first blood. Counterlogic Gaming's bot lane just holds equal. 6 minions, not a horrible deficit this early on. Chaox has hit level 6 as well. I do want to see when the recalls come through though, because I assume BF Sword can be bought pretty cleanly now by Altec.
Yeah, both of those AD carries holding on to as much cast as possible. See what they decide to go with. Probably Trinity Forces. Pretty much the best Kog'Maw build early, especially if they're playing against this all-in lane Trist Braum.
Ooh. Ooh, Helios gonna face check out ThinkCard. Ulti is popped. There's
got
the
no
Cocoon,
flash.
but a lot of damage coming through. The glitter lance and the auto attacks. HotShotGG claims a red buff for the kill.
And Freak, you talked about this build here from ThinkCard, going light on wards, heavy on combat effectiveness.
Yep.
He's making it work here.
Yeah,
now,
he is.
Just buying wards doesn't do everything. You need to actually place them and make use of the vision. Oh, they're cornered the dragon. This is terrible news. Teleport. Uh-oh.
Big risk. No flash on ThinkCard. Does survive for now with Lulu. And now InnoX pulls Dragon Aggro. Big damage comes through, but EG pushing onto the bottom lane. Down goes Baby. Down goes Chaox. And CLG trying to force evil geniuses away. 3 for 0 in that dragon fight, though.
It all comes crashing down for CLG there with the bit of a greedy dragon call. Can Nien salvage this? That is too dangerous. There's no way. Yeah.
And in they go. The dragon cleanly picked up now by evil geniuses, and they have pulled the lead right back off of one bad dragon call of CLG.
Yeah, that is a tough break there for CLG. Bit off way too much. They had no close teleport here, so the teleport at the back for Nien. Well, there's a ward right there by Baby and Chaox, but he doesn't arrive in time. Altec gets the reset. Bunch of kills going to him. Static Shiv completed. Once again, CLG had the early lead, but falls apart there at the objective call.
So Chronologic Gaming forced to lick their wounds, down 1,400 gold. Nien still decent in this top lane, but he's soon to face a Rod of Ages InnoX. Next time that guy goes back to base.
Yeah, InnoX did get his hands in some of that money down by Dragon as well. Nien, though, he's taking that fight. And he's winning it.
Battle. I mean, InnoX got a red buff, has to push Nien away. Good dodge. Does not get attacked by his slain kind. And pick ward goes down for CLG's favor. Pobelter says, I'm sad about that. Throws a bomb at him. 2 bombs at him.
Oof.
Will it be 3?
That's taking its toll on HotShot here.
Ah. Ball 1.
Oh, it looks like there's going to be a fight up there in top lane, fighting over some ward vision.
Well, Nien, no ulti for half the time right now.
ThinkCard's got his ulti. Can they bait this one further?
Ooh. ThinkCard was already revealed and a ward came down.
So what happens is, if your champion's in range, you can't see him in the bush, but as soon as there's a ward in that bush and you technically have vision inside the bush, then you get that exclamation point and they back off.
And out they go. So, Chronologic Gaming trying to claw back into this one. One bad dragon call, but Chaox really wants to fight.
Oh!
Nice timing on the black shield. Krepo gets a knockup, flash forced by Chaox, and in goes Altec. They want this fight, Baby. A couple hits from dead, forcing the CLG bot lane away.
Nobody goes down, though. And they pick up almost all the CS.
Ah, 2 missed. Small 10 CS lead here for Altec, actually, who's got the finished Static Shiv and a pickaxe versus the Sheen Phage. Pobelter going to get his blue buff back. Evil Geniuses, despite losing a buff on the first run around the jungle, have secured their jungle the second time. Nope, just kidding.
Yeah, they ping. So Evil Geniuses ping this out as well. Helios is pretty sure that ThinkCard's stealing this away because they know they've got the actual timer. ThinkCard does it anyway. Gets away scot-free. Keeping up that counter jungling pressure. And honestly, they're only behind that one dragon, so it's just that one objective. This is still salvageable by CLG.
It definitely is.
And definitely going to be a big, big player for them this game around as well.
Well, he's up 20 minions in the matchup.
He's been holding on to a lot of that gold too. He hasn't brought that into play in the lane yet. He's at 2,000 gold in his pockets right now.
Jeez.
And he's bullying without, well. InnoX is holding on to 1,000 as well.
Okay, Axe, no flash, 1 hit to dead. Altec gets the kill. Decides not to dive onto Baby, but still a great kill picked up. That dual lane doing nicely.
Yeah, kill pressure there from Braum Trist lane. Very scary. And they make it work the second time around after already blowing all the summoners there. Chaox still had heal, I think, just came up. See if ThinkCard can make him pay.
Goes in for Altec, no ulti on for the Tristana. ThinkCard with the ulti, with the flash. 1 Q from the kill. Can he get into Altec? He's trying. He's just out of range. There we go. Gets the solo kill. And Pobelter on the mean side does get the kill onto HotShot on the other side of the map. And mid lane under fire.
Uh-oh, this is a lot of territory for EG. They've got full vision over the red side jungle too. Taking down the mid turret as we speak. Helios gonna get some vengeance here. ThinkCard does have his smite available, but CLG do not want to take this fight. They're outnumbered.
Smite goes to ThinkCard, outsmites Helios, and out they go.
They don't have to take the fight. Well played there. ThinkCard reigns supreme among red buff secures. So HotShot kind of got baited in by Pobelter here. Pobelter had too many friends. That is not a fair fight.
Yeah, suddenly a Krepo appears.
Does he get... Oh, the bomb.
Oh!
There's nowhere for him to go.
Oh,
He walked back into it.
Yeah, he didn't want to hit the turret range, but unfortunately did go back into the bomb there. Third strike, you're out. So, the Pobelter holding dominance here in this mid lane, 2-0-1 on this Ziggs. Nien really trying to beat up InnoX. Slowly but surely they are dealing damage here. Believe me, those health bars are going down. Especially when those hit.
The flasks, though, from InnoX, constantly chugging on that, as well as the heals that come out very quickly because of cleaver spam. HotShot still trying to peck away at Pobelter.
He's not down significantly. A blasting wand does matter, but it's not the end of the world to be down 40 AP. Those bombs, though, those kind of hurt a lot. HotShot's got to be a bit careful on this one. Miss a couple CS under the turret.
Oof.
26.
The double pink wards in the pixel bushes on both sides of the rivers for EG too, so wherever ThinkCard goes, EG are looking to keep tabs.
Gets the shield, gets the glitter lance, but the satchel charge keeps Pobelter safe. The 2-1-1 ThinkCard, though, has been doing well for CLG so far this game.
Dragon is up as well. Both teleports ready. So CLG would really like if they could just delay EG. Chaox is not there though, so they don't have much threat.
Nien gets the top lane. Dragon goes down though. Uh-oh, ThinkCard tried to go in. Not gonna work on that one. Altec still on the chase. Kill already picked up. EG get a whole lot more. There's the push in the end, sorry. But that makes it 2 turrets. Going down in the meantime, now Chaos gets stunned up. He's got basically nowhere to go. Blocked up by Krepo, cannot pick up Altec. Good rocket jump to safety. More going EG's way, 2 kills in the Dragon.
Yeah, they've got complete control of this bottom side of the map here. Tristana is getting extremely dangerous. Pobelter comes down for good measure. They want to make this 2 turrets down on the bottom lane.
Looks like that'll be the case there. Helios takes some damage, but doesn't care too much. 4,000 gold. Now puts EG ahead. So aside from a couple of great early ganks by ThinkCard, CLG have not been finding good moves this game.
They lost so much momentum with that Dragon call. Definitely rough for them. The only guy still chugging away here, Nien, has made his way deep, deep into the EG base. CLG can answer some global gold here. Good move by HotShot and ThinkCard.
Yeah. There we go. Equalize the turret score here. CLG only down 3 kills and a pair of dragons. Maybe they can pull it back. Nien still holds a level lead over InnoX. Tells him to run away. Merc Trez maybe next for the guy. HotShot also trying to keep some wards up. You see one put down right here. Huh.
There's so many pink wards. Man, he's got a lot of auto attacks. He's going to have to put into that bush. Is he into the bush too? Yeah, he got another one. Oh man, he did miss the sweep though.
That's true.
Doesn't get the regular
1 ward killed down.
Is he gonna get the 3rd? He's going for the trifecta here.
Uh-oh. HotShot looking for the triple kill. Whimsy's in. Oh, he misses it. Goes for the turret instead.
He peeks it out though. He'll go back for it.
All right, all right.
He wants to get damage on the turret while there's nobody here to defend it, so it's actually a good call for CLG. They want to get... Oh, baby.
Baby. He doesn't want to kill steal.
Yeah, his
support's job.
His auto attacks don't do that. Ooh. InnoX could easily start this fight up down bottom.
He's
Yellow
looking for
pig.
some damage on his own face, though. Fight has started for sure. Ignite is on. HotShot gets the kill. Overextension by InnoX. Turret goes down. Chase on a Helios. He does have flash, and he will not get chased out by ThinkCard. Altec pushing the top lane, though, trades the turret kills.
Another pickup for a kill on InnoX, though. So CLG come out slightly ahead in that one. And they return for that pink mart. He was marked for death.
Yeah. Good job, observers. ThinkCard clears the cannon away. Hard to miss that one with Smite. There you go. Oh. It's okay.
Is maybe going to get that other pink ward too? That's like 5 pink ward deaths in the last 30 seconds. No, that's been a minute, and it was 4.
Close though. And CLG do keep control over their buffs. So honestly, ThinkCard has done a better job of holding on to the non-dragon objectives than Helios. He is ganked, I would say, more ferociously. But EG have done a better job of the global objective control.
Yeah.
And the team fights.
The thing about Dragon in the current state of the game is that it by far outweighs the buff control. Even if you control 3 buffs for the first 20 minutes, giving up the Dragons is going to be very detrimental. So much golden experience from that source.
And keep in mind the kills for EG. Altec's been a part of 6 of 7. The 3-1-3 Trist already has 2 completed items.
Ooh. 20-minute Edge Shiv combo?
Yeah,
oh.
That's good.
So CLG's strategy right now is definitely going to be take advantage of that Trist somehow. If they can find him, take him out early somehow, maybe ThinkCard flank around behind. Man, they don't have a lot of assassination damage though. It'd have to be Chaox off on some side, maybe trying to get some long range damage comboed with that Evelyn. See if they can pull it off, because right now Nien seems to be the focus. InnoX is tying him up there, and the rest of the team's on the way. Can Nien buy time for the rest of his team?
Right now, get disinterested.
Yeah, right now he's buying time for Chaox to power up, and they need Chaox to be a big factor here.
Well, thankfully, Kog'Maw does have some free DPS just from levels, getting attack speed for his W. Maybe that could be enough to keep Chaox in a good spot, but he's going to recall back. Should have Cutlass, maybe some daggers.
The thing is, I thought Mundo was going to be a really big beast in this game because there's so much AP focus from EG, but Altec has gotten so fed that he can actually rip through Mundo at this stage. Oh no, Nien just goes back right now, picks up a Warden's Mail. That will definitely help out.
Okay. Well, the damage output is mixed though from Evil Geniuses. Altec is big, but Pobelter also has 3 kills, also has 220 minions. He's got 2 big items at 20 minutes as well, so you've got to respect both of the major damage dealers of Evil Geniuses when they get to these team fights. Dragon in 25, the flash engage. They get the knock-up onto Chaox. There's a Ziggle. Black Shield comes through. Chaox gonna get jumped on now by InnoX, though. Can he bring him down? Yes. One of the 2 Oxen has fallen, and now the chase continues. Pobelter flashes the wall away from Nien, and the chase continues. Hotshot wants Pope, flashes away, actually. Nien's still in the mix, though. Can they chase down the Ziggs? The Lulu Glitterlance does do that. ThinkCard escapes. Helios goes crushed by Nien. InnoX gonna go down as well. Finally, they trade back on Nien, but CLG actually wins that fight 3-2.
CLG's AD carry goes down at the beginning of the fight, but so much was used that once Nien gets there, all of EG focusing him, CLG are able to claw this back and come out ahead in the fight. All right, let's take a look at exactly how he got. Oh, so it was a flash Q into ulti. There's not much Chaox can do there. And then they dump Pobelter's ult into him. InnoX goes straight for him. Maybe does his best trying to do Morgana ult. But here, Nien joins the fight. And some wanky flashes here. Juking around the side. Nien finally gets in there, and a good glitter lance from Hotshot does take down Pobelter. But Nien in the middle, slowly burning everyone from the outside, soaks up a ton of damage.
And the tanky Mundo is working out. CLG, though, did burn every single flash to maneuver in that fight, whereas 3 are up for Evil Geniuses. They will claim the dragon on the respawn.
Yeah, in the aftermath, EG taking the dragon. This is a risky gambit. Though. If this pays off, though, it will be huge. EG aren't even checking it yet. Kog'Maw plus Mundo.
InnoX shows up. Ziggs is gonna like almost kill ThinkCard. He's got to be careful. There's the chase in for InnoX. Ulti for Nien, but Chaox is at half HP.
Tristana's not there, so EG cannot hard engage off of that. Sneaky move from CLG. Risky. Doesn't pay off, but good attempt to get back to even.
Forced to run away, gets the black shield, doesn't necessarily need it though. Altec starting to get a little bit of turret damage down. Nien actually losing a fair bit of health bar right there. Ruin King next for Altec. I like that build. I like the fact that he's...
Oh yeah, to take down Mundo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big help for them. Even though he's already got Infinity Edge, skipping the extra crits to go for percentage health damage.
Yeah. It's still a very good choice though. Ruin King is awesome. Finish with the last Whisper, and you crush tanks out pretty nicely. Nien holding up in the front line, soaking up damage, trying to remove minions so they can push these down and keep the turret alive. And will EG's Siege actually work here? Keep in mind, it's only a 4,000 gold game. This is pretty close, to be honest.
The only thing, it's really hard for CLG to retake control of Dragon, because EG constantly have the timer on it, and every time they prep it, clear out all the vision. CLG having vision on Dragon after it's dead, it doesn't help them at all, because Evil Geniuses have the timer, so they clear it out a minute before.
Yeah.
And prep so well for it. If they can continue to hold on to that source of income, it's their ticket through this game. So CLG, see if next time maybe they can actually answer the Baron for it. Or maybe they can take some side turret.
Maybe. CLG getting a bit better at their calling, I would expect, throughout the lifetime of the team. Nien was a big shot caller there for his old team, Frank Fang Gaming. He wanted a bigger voice in the team compared to when he was on CLG the first time around. HotShotGG, of course, extremely experienced, been playing competitive leagues since the beginning, basically. So yeah, there's a lot of experience on these players. Chaox, of course, been around forever as well. Was also the coach for Team Coast, who we'll be seeing later today. So, again, there's a lot of experience here. These guys know the map. They know the game. It's just a matter of putting it in practice in a close game like this one. CLG make the right calls, they win this game. EG have not always had great late game shot calling.
Uh-oh. Shot calling doesn't matter if you get picks, though. If you can get the right picks, then it opens up a lot. ThinkCard
comes on in. ThinkCard takes a bunch of damage early, but he is still alive. The Morg over baby hits 3. They go in on Krepo. He flashed away, but here comes Nien. Chaox finds 1. They go in towards InnoX, who has no mana and now no health as well. Double kill for Chaox. Where's CLG going next?
Oh no, not towards the Baron. Okay. This is risky. That Tristana's really fed, guys, as well as the Ziggs. All right, they're shoving back up the lane. Okay. You can see the communication in action in their play.
Yeah.
Somebody calls Baron. So
someone else says, no, don't go Baron.
Yeah, and then someone else says, yeah, do it. No. They do have vision, though. They've at least gained a lot of vision control around this area. So that's a big step for CLG. They don't want to be blind around Baron. That is the worst position for them. Pretty big mid-game team fight, and they don't overcommit. Last time they got a big pick, they overcommitted to a dragon call. This time, they've already made the change in-game. What a call, though, from CLG. They flank, they find that pick, and they get 4 members Tristana's bottom lane, which is the reason they go for this, and ThinkCard keeping them slowed allows Baby to get that beautiful Morgana ult off, and a great job for CLG closing that gap just a little bit.
2,000 gold. Not a big margin at all 28 minutes in. And Chaox is powering up. His Ruined King is done. He can break through this InnoX Maokai rather quickly.
Yeah, right now, both AD carries with their blades. The Tristana, though, has a lot more firepower.
Yes, she does.
So, I feel like it should be easier for Altec to kill Mundo, just not only because of the item advantage, but also because Trist naturally has that built-in counter from Mundo, cutting his health regeneration in half, if he can get his explosive shot active off.
Both pink wards getting attacked now. CLG
Teleport
goes to
in,
flank. In comes the end, and here goes the battle. ThinkCard up in the mix. Baby pops the ulti, knocked up, and goes down to Braum. No stun comes through, but the chase is on. Nien running out of health rapidly, trying to get away. The jump in. Altec gets it 2 for 0 so far, and the chase is going on. CLG on the run. ThinkCard turns back, pulls in InnoX, who gets a slow on a hot shot. Altec goes in on Chaox, who flashes the wall and tries to get one back. It is the shutdown for HotShotGG. And it's a 1 for 3 in that fight.
HotShot's still alive. Look at that blinking HotShot icon. He must have single digits right now. Chaox and HotShot, the two beta players, the only ones left up after that skirmish. So all in all, a 2 for 1.
Yep.
CLG used everything to initiate though. Their teleport gonna be down. Nien comes in from the side. They got another good flank, but that Maokai ultimate soaks up so much damage. Nien on the back line keeps them occupied for a really long time, but ends up going down to that DPS from Altec we spoke of earlier. ThinkCard. Let's see, how does HotShot even get out of this? Flash. Oh, he's able to shield himself and get away.
That doesn't do enough damage.
Barely blinking.
A dangerous game, I think, plus
That's probably right.
The magic resist of his Athene's Unholy Grail. Only so much damage.
Hey, they got that dragon control back, though.
Yeah, they did, though. Counterlogic Gaming gonna put themselves back in a 2,000 gold game. 4-1 and 4 HotShot.
They spent 3 pink wards down by Baron just before this move, too.
They didn't die last time. They fought over them instead, so that vision control's not gone. Those are still hurt from the first time around. CLG actually hold vision control right now. But Chaox on the other side of the map, which means EG have room to work with here.
Uh-oh. They're creeping in. Chaox is showing bottom. I don't know. This is a very risky play by CLG to have Chaox show bottom. Last time EG showed their AD carry down bottom, they lost out on one of those mid-game team fights. Chaox quickly clears the wave and heads up, though. Rest of the team does a good job keeping control, and Pobelter opted to go for his blue buff instead of forcing an issue with the fog of war around Baron for EG.
Oh, the engage on a Nien, though. InnoX does land a bit of a knock-up. The chase in. There's the stun from Braum. The chase on in as well. Half HP pops his ulti and lives.
He's got a bit of cooldown reduction from his Spirit Visage.
Yeah.
But it hasn't maxed out yet. So that is a pretty good cooldown. Evil Genius has been able to take, and they might be rewarded with the tower. Yeah, CLG has to go all the way around.
Nicely done, Evil Geniuses.
Good
throw the
pick.
game.
Don't be afraid to pick off a tank, by the way. If they get him away from the rest of the team.
Yeah, no ult Nien is killable is the thing. He's not that crazy durable without the ulti. It's part of the reason Mundo's so good.
It's big, yeah, it's Mundo's biggest strength. That's why he's the scaling tank.
But EG look for more pushing right now. They want to use the 20 seconds of no Mundo ulti to look top lane. CLG looking for a flank here, but this turret's going down fast.
Really risky maneuver to go through that small corridor for CLG. Nien just rushes right through, though.
Does not care at all. InnoX takes a bit of damage. Krepo walks back with his big shield. Stays okay. Last Whisper done for Chaox. Interesting. So really no crit at all for Kog'Maw. He's really just the Ruin King damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can kill InnoX with that build.
I think that CLG, as we said before, they have to find some way to take Altec out of this. They have such a hard time taking down Altec. Because Evelyn, not the highest deep. Whoa, here we go.
Early InnoX, a lot of damage. Ooh, wow. This Maokai so low on health. Imagine if he had an Infinity Edge, that guy would be dead, but Nien wants it. HotShot gets it. 1 for 0 so far. EG forced to run away. And Nien's gonna have full health here too.
That is the biggest player on Evil Geniuses. Having the tank gone means that CLG have so many options right now. Do they work with the Fog of War? Can they shove a lane? Oh, it looks like they can't shove a lane. Blue buff Ziggs. Pretty much their only option now has been reduced to this Baron pit. Gonna try and play with that Fog of War. 20 seconds and a teleport up for InnoX. CLG should not take anything risky. Looks like they're going with the safe bait here, just hoping they'll be able to catch somebody.
Well, CLG looked for the catch here. Cleaver actually
What a cleaver!
hit Helios. What a shot from Nien, but Repel's gonna keep him safe. 8 seconds on InnoX, nothing gained.
Cleavers on a retreating Elise are very hard to get past those babies. But yeah, because of the wave situation for CLG, they weren't able to shove any turret. And the short death timer for InnoX there with teleport available means they can't get anything besides the vision control of Baron. They do establish that, though, which is definitely an objective itself.
But even still, really smart heads-up play by EG. They identified that bottom lane was pushing out. You saw how far forward Pobelter went, like clearing a minion wave, without vision, because he knows CLG has to go back to defend. It lets his team walk in, almost, you would think, carelessly to the Baron pit, but they know it's safe, that CLG has to react to the minions.
HotShot runs up to this turret, though, pushing this mid lane really hard.
Wow.
And this time it's EG that are sort of out of position. Minion line's already here. They can get a little bit of damage on it.
Well, the Cashman has stayed alive. Pobelter tried to
A
clear
lot
it.
of it.
Look how fast this is going down. Chaox is crushing this structure. Turret goes down. CLG now 4 to 5 in kills, and they are 1,200 gold away.
This is an exciting game, Freak.
Yes, it is.
CLG subs on the brink of evening up the mid-game fight here. It's all about Tristana. She's not with the team right now.
On top of a ward, Cleaver does not land, nor does the Dark Binding. Those could have been picks right there.
Can CLG get some more harass down? If they can harass down even the front line like we saw before at the beginning of the fight.
They're kind of cut off, though. They've got to run through a bottleneck there against Ziggs, which is super risky. There's the minefield for Pobelter.
Mind off. ThinkCard's around the back here. They're cornered up against CLG's base.
They've got to run towards the southern lane if they want to get anywhere. Unless EG want to fight this, but this could be the battle that determines who wins the game here. Nien and Krepo trading Qs. More harass from Chaox.
You gotta watch out for the cocoon. A miracle cocoon through the middle on Chaox right now would be devastating. Gotta watch the reaction from Baby, Black Shield. Okay, cocoon lands on Mundo. That's not a big deal, but they burn the Black Shield
They
there!
get in on Chaox. There's the knockups. He gets out. No, he does not. InnoX claims the first kill. And the end of the front line goes down rapidly, 2 for 0. Now ThinkCard gonna be the third casualty. No, he flashed away, but they chase on towards Baby. Littleland's trying to slow him down. Double kill for Altec. He finds HotShotGG. 2 shots from the kill, but still a 3 for 0.
Black Shield used on the Mundo who's already cocooned, and EG immediately jump right on him. InnoX got into twisted advanced range of Chaox, and Chaox had no chance to get out there. Very quick fight win for Evil Geniuses.
So 25 seconds. Do EG go for the Nexus? Looks like yes. 37 minutes in, they've finally clawed their way back in this game. ThinkCard pushed down. Turret number 1 is gone. 10 seconds on the revives. 5 versus 2. Turret number 2 going to be going down for Evil Geniuses, and they want the Nexus. ThinkCard tries to defend. So does HotShot. They will be pushed away, and that is the game. In 37 minutes, EG are 2-0 in SuperWeek.
Well-deserved win, and they really had to work for it. EG, this was not going to be a walk in the park. CLG put up a very strong fight, but EG with a great engage there to determine the game. They bait out the Black Shield and immediately take out Chaox.
And the hugs come out, Krepo and HotShot. It's got to be good feelings all around. CLG, they're putting up good fights, and that's got to feel good. Even if they don't win any of their games this week, you see them fighting so closely, winning battles, first blood from ThinkCard every single game. I can't really say that you can hate on any member here of this team. At the same time, you really got to hope these LCS teams can keep the victories coming.
Yeah. I mean, as much as the fan vote is going pretty heavily for the CLG subs,
Well, sure.
These LCS teams definitely have something to prove in these matches.
Yeah, they're high-stress games.
Exactly.
Like they're worrisome, to be honest, but so far it is working out. We've seen Dig the Top